Budget motherboards are great, but they often lack in the features department. On the other hand, high-end motherboards have all the features you could need, but the price might push you away. Fortunately, there are plenty of motherboards that combine value, features, and overall performance in a comprehensive package. The ROG Strix Z790-A is a great example. Compared to its predecessor, the Strix Z690-A, the newer version doesn't necessarily have a lot of changes. The core functionality between both motherboards is quite similar, but the Z790-A has a slightly better heat sinks and a more aggressive ROG Eye logo on the rear panel cover. Considering both are priced the same these days, you're better off going with the Z790 for better future-proofing. As far as the design goes, this motherboard looks just as slick as any previous Strix board. This version we're looking at has a black PCB with silver-white heatsinks. There's also a Z790E version, which has an all-black design. Both boards have a fantastic appearance, and will look good in almost any build. It should be no surprise that this board has a very robust power delivery design. You get 16+1 power stages rated for 70 amps per stage. The VRM components and MOSFETs are of very high quality, making this board more than enough for overclocking. On top of that, the massive heatsinks do a great job of dissipating heat. It's the perfect centerpiece for a water cooling build, but it works just fine for more straightforward rigs as well. The port and slot selection is also great. You get 3 PCIe slots, and the top one is a PCIe 5.0. You also get 4 M2 slots, meaning you'll never run into any sort of storage issues. Unfortunately, all these M2 slots are limited to PCIe 4.0. If you need a PCIe 5.0 slot for your workflow, you'll have to look elsewhere. Although, if you only care about gaming, you don't need PCIe 5.0. On the rear, you get 3 USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports, one of which is Type-C. You also get an additional USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 Type-C port, enabling blazing fast file transfers. Other than that, there are 4 USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports and 2 USB 2.0 ports. You also get 2.5 gigabit Ethernet and Wi-Fi 6E. As this is an ASUS motherboard, you also get access to a slew of excellent ROG gaming-related features. AuraSync is one of the best lighting control softwares out there. It's built into Armory Crate, an all-in-one motherboard utility for keeping track of fan curves, temperature, BIOS updates, and more. You also get some excellent software for controlling audio in the form of Sonic Studio 3. When it comes to mid-range motherboards, there is a lot of competition. MSI MPG Z790 Carbon Wi-Fi is the closest competitor, and it has all the same features and ports as the Strix. However, it's slightly more expensive and a bit hard to justify, considering the Strix is already great and costs less. That's what makes this board so good. It's reasonably priced, has all the features you'd need, and the robust power delivery makes it more than capable for overclocking. It's the perfect motherboard for mid-range and even high-end Intel CPUs. To sum up, what I like is the impressive VRM design, the sleek aesthetics, the great port selection and network connectivity, and the excellent software. On the downside, there are no PCIe 5.0 M2 slots. Ratings: VRM design, 9 out of 10. Connectivity, 9 out of 10. Aesthetics, 9 out of 10. Features, 8.5 out of 10. Value for money, 8.5 out of 10. For an overall rating of 9 out of 10.